Look at this plastic face of mine. I look like something Rick Baker made up. Anyway, it's just the wonderful lighting here. It is Tuesday, April 29th. We do have 10 new books to look at the shop, but we didn't look at them. We did not. We did not get to last year. And don't think, oh, well, it was in the low 70s and sunny and beautiful today. You were just busy and busy with customers. That's why you didn't have time to do that. That is not the case. We did have a bunch of people in over the course of the day. Many of them. Oh, I already had a piece of the sweet potato again, Joe. Um, Many of the people who came in were not customers, and they were very frustrating. Not customers. At one point, two people, I don't know if they're a couple, were walking in. Like, here's the door. One walked in. One got to about here. I went, oh nope, and walked out, and the other one followed them. I literally don't know if it was the early 2000s emo music playing, me wearing a mask, a book they saw. I don't know what it was. Oh, Joe. Well, I will let Sarah know. Well done, you. Whatever it was, that's just incredibly frustrating. There was someone who stood at the door and stared in for about a minute and a half. I think she may have come back later with a boyfriend, but I'm not positive. It was just a very very frustrating day. But more than that, continuing what we talked about yesterday with Diamond, I discovered a whole bunch of things that I did not know about what's going on with Diamond. So for one thing, I said this yesterday that Diamond has a purchaser. They do not. The purchaser has taken their offer away, and today announced that they are suing Diamond for the money they spent in trying to acquire Diamond, and the cost that they incurred since they are not buying Diamond. Apparently, that happened when they discovered over Passover, when I was not really keeping up at all. They discovered that Diamond's contract with Wizard of the Coasts is up, like in May, and is not being renewed. So they purchased a company that was not going to have access to one of the main things that they wanted, apparently, it for. uh, this news broke and upset a lot of comic shops. I saw many comic shops talking about this. Is how I learned this. Um, because many comic shops get their Magic the Gathering cards through Alliance Gaming, not Alliance Entertainment, who bought Diamond, but Alliance Gaming. Alliances, yeah. Um, so they're furious because that means literally this big new release coming out in June is kaput. My big hope, my big hope for from where I'm personally coming from, I don't, cards are not a matter to me. For Joe and I are both concerned about the same thing. It's about D&D manuals and catalogs. My guess, um, Marguerite wants to be on the live stream. My guess is that Wizards of the Coast will go back to Penguin Random House, where they had a very nice deal. I just don't know who's going to get Magic cards from them. If they do Magic cards somewhere else, then they might end up with the things. Hold on, let me see if I can finish up the live stream. But yes, that was one issue. That's not even. Wow, that's a terrible text message I just sent. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, that is actually incidental. Except that this is actually kind of amazing. So Diamond, as I mentioned yesterday, may be going into Chapter 7 because they didn't file certain paperwork. This information got leaked. Blah blah blah. They sent an email this morning. Um, Give me a second. Let me. This came out garbled when I last tried to type it. So give me. Sorry about that. Yes. So we got an email this morning from Diamond going, there was a mistake, an unavoidable mistake in our paperwork, and we're fixing that. But meanwhile, again, I didn't know this. They're not. They don't have a purchaser. They're falling apart. And then after they send that email, they get an announcement that they are getting sued for all the costs of these people who are no longer buying them put into just insanity. While all that is going on, I discovered that Penguin Random House has updated how they do their invoicing, how we retailers view our invoicing on their website, and the invoices that you download and plug into Diamond, to get all your subscriptions, all the things people order from me, no longer work. I reached out to Penguin Random House, and they go, "Oh yes, things were changed, but we did send all of our vendors the updates that they're supposed to put it into any systems." Guess who didn't? It's apparently not just Diamond. It's a few people. So who knows if Penguin Random House is telling the truth? I think it's a few systems. Joe, I am not giving up on Diamond disappearing because, frankly, considering the things we're learning over the last month, the fact that they're still around is exceptional. So we're just, I keep telling people this. I'm not making any changes. I'm not changing pre-orders. I'm not doing anything differently while there's previews coming out. They gave us the previews for May. It shipped 2 days ago. I'm going to have it tomorrow. We'll see. I'm really at a place where this is kind of the point about today. Is why we didn't look at the new books. I could not show you the new books without being incredibly frustrated. I stickered about 1,000 comics today. I cleaned a whole bunch of spots of things that were out to be put up, to be moved here, forget it. I just shoved them away to get ready for Free Comic Book Day. No bandwidth to make changes. I had a guy try to sell me on changing my internet, and I got, for me, very short with him. I said, "Sir, if me overpaying for my phone is the biggest concern that I have to deal with, I will count myself very lucky." No energy, patience. I had the service I talked about that came about 3 weeks ago. They do local delivery, and it was a really cool thing. And you just have to upload a whole inventory thing, and then they boom, they'll pick it up. I was like, no, I have no bandwidth. This sounds really cool. It looks really great. One of the founders of the company came by today. They said, we heard you came by and you liked the program, and we really would love to get you on it. And I said, I cannot do that right now. It is not something. He goes, "Well, just so you know, right now we have grants that pay for the delivery. Suffolk County's trying to, or something, compete with Amazon. I don't know, but we can cover the delivery fee. It's free for your customers." And I looked at him, I said, "That's terrific. I don't have time for that." And I looked him right in the eye and I said, "Right now, if you were asking me to do anything, to add anything, to integrate anything, it's a hard no. I love what you're doing here, not now." He went, "Okay." And that's where I'm at with everything. It's been a incredibly long, incredibly frustrating day. I am being asked to take the baby, who apparently is not going to sleep, even though she's up way too late. So yeah, I'm just feeling, I am going to take the baby. I am going to hopefully help calm her down and hopefully get her back to sleep, or to sleep for the first time in the evening. And then tomorrow I will be back here, my usual bright, sunny, shining self. Right, that's me. Just a ray of sunshine. Looking at the new books and telling you what happened to people's subscriptions. If we got, not to mention, I don't have DC this week. Tiny week at DC. Our order wasn't big enough. It got filled late. It's coming at the end of the week. I have a Diamond order coming. God knows what's in it. I have a bunch of fried food. I have some French fries and some chicken fingers fried up, waiting for me. That is how I'm going to. And you're right, Joe. I should have some more pie for dessert with that afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna go take care of those things. Be back tomorrow. Until then, I really hope I did. I tried to, even when I was being stern with those people, to do it in a polite way and then laugh and smile afterwards. Just be like, "I am really sorry. I just can't." Damn it, baby. Damn it, baby. You're the tops. Damn it, babies. You gotta be kind.